It's time for the One Bar and Lupica Show, bringing you anything and everything Minnesota Vikings.
Welcome to professional football.
All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupica Show. I'm One Bar. Rick Spielman said yesterday Ezra Cleveland could see the field sooner than later. So let's talk about it. Ezra Cleveland, our rookie second-round pick, obviously was drafted in to be the heir apparent to Riley Reiff at left tackle. You don't spend a second-round pick on an offensive tackle unless you want him out there, and you want him out there fairly soon. Lucky for us, Riley Reiff is actually having one of his better seasons, and I will be the first to admit is I'm very, very surprised. I always considered him a little above average, but damn, he is shutting guys down. Unfortunately, the rest of our offensive line is playing like complete crap. But, yeah, Riley Reiff showed up. So Ezra Cleveland, as far as playing in one of those tackle positions this year, barring an injury, not going to happen. The Vikings did play him at guard. They've been playing him at guard. Played a little bit with a right guard, and then they moved him over to left, where he's been working with the left guard the whole time. So let's just get into this. Obviously, the guard position is horrendous. Ezra Cleveland would be coming in to fill one of those two spots. Everybody's guess is it would be for the Pat Elflein / Drew Samia right spot. So what they would do, barring some shocking surprise, is they'd move Dakota Dozier over to the right side, which he's very familiar with, plop Ezra Cleveland in there at left guard. How do I feel about this? How should we feel about it? My thoughts have always been, I hate the thought of messing around with a rookie changing positions. Not so much that he might not be good. I mean, he might come in and do fantastic, but if he comes in and just lays a complete turd and his confidence gets shook, these offensive linemen, we've seen it with Matt Khalil also, and they just fall off a cliff. That's a pretty big risk. On the other side of things is for him to come in and actually be worse. I know we said this about Drew Samia, like, oh, just put in Samia. There's no way he could be worse. Well, he was worse. He might be a lot worse than Pat Elflein was. So, but for Ezra Cleveland to actually be worse than Drew Samia, even as a rookie, even with no experience, even with a position change, I still think that's pretty far-fetched. Even if he came in and played at the same level, you're getting Ezra Cleveland some playing time. You're getting him out on the field. And the other side of it is Riley Reiff is playing so well. He might be back next year. I know that he's got a hefty price tag next year that they might look at to work on, but he might not be gone next year. So Ezra Cleveland could be looking at a stint at guard for a year and a half if they end up putting him at guard this year. So earlier in the season, in the offseason, after we drafted Ezra Cleveland, I was completely against the fact of putting him out there at guard. But our offensive line is so damn gross. Put him out there, see what happens. Keep him on the left side. Keep him next to Riley Reiff. And like I said, Dakota Dozier's been on the right side, so it shouldn't be that big of a difference. But get him out there, get him some experience. Let's see what we got. If he holds down that guard spot, who knows? Like I said, maybe we bring back Riley Reiff, and we got a pretty decent left side of the offensive line. And really the only spot we need to fill in is that right guard. We'll see. Ezra Cleveland is no doubt the future of the Vikings at left tackle. But if we can get him out there, we've seen younger guys do it. We've seen rookies come in that we didn't know if they're going to be a guard or a tackle. They start him at guard. Year down the road, 2 years down the road, next thing you know, they're a very dominant left tackle. Let's hope that happens with Ezra Cleveland. Let's hope that Rick Spielman wasn't talking out of his ass. Let's see that Boise State rookie out there. Let's see what he's got. And let's put Drew Samia maybe back on the bench.